Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This will be the final game of the PUBG Reddit end of season tournament. We're on the North American server and we're playing on Miramar to complete our quartet of maps and servers. And we are very close to declaring a winner. On the scoreboard at the moment, Team Baboons have been incredibly consistent, and that has rewarded them with a score of 1,065 points with 30 kills to boot. Team Grinder are in second place with 32 kills, but further down at 785 points. And we have a joint third at the moment between Penguin Carriers and Team Phantom, who are both on exactly 660 points with 16 kills. Literally cannot split a hair between them right now. So it'll be very interesting to see how they fare with Widgaff immediately behind them. Let's get into the game. We have an 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock plane path as things currently stand. It looks like only one team is going to be moving for Prison Island, and that is team number 23. Team Tsunami is going to be chilling out there. I swear there were 3 of them, though, and I only see 2 parachutes, so that's going to be interesting. I wonder where their third player is. I will keep an eye on that for later. One team going Valdemar and Space Army 73. Going to be chilling out on the road between Valdemar and Monte Nuevo. We will see if he ends up getting a vehicle maybe and going north to Monte. Lockjet, which is the third member of Team Tsunami, looking like he is going straight to Monte. So a bit of a strit strategy. It's a strit strategy to start off with, ladies and gentlemen, or a split strategy if you happen to be speaking English. Look, it's been a long day, okay? As we pop into game number 4. Picardo looking like 3 different teams are going to be joining them there. PUBG Lebanon are right next to the God Squad, who are also right next to Sway Esports. But can we please take a moment to take a look at Chumachera? Because, Redneck Randy, we were talking about the split strategies last game and how it didn't really, well, help them too much, to be honest. It looks like he's down to a duo with Jonesy for whatever reason. LRK hasn't been able to join their team this time around. But I'm not sure splitting like this is the best way to get as far as possible in the tournament. We'll see how well that plays out for him. Mr. Linus, in the meantime, is taking a couple of shots as the action gets started in Picardo. Goat 656 isn't in some sort of Play-Doh house. Don't worry, we're just going to be getting those textures loaded in for you. And wow, hang on a second. Teams 5 and 7, where are they? That's Widgaff and Team Dadarol in a massive engagement here in Hacienda del Patron. So it looks like Team Dadarol didn't get the memo that Some Saint only drops Hacienda and Pachinki because he literally cannot pronounce any other name on the map. And therefore, they are paying the price for it with a full-on team engagement. But are they? Because Jinx is down at the moment. Both sides looking like they are down to 3 players. Dovlex with only 16. Wow. He hasn't even got a shirt. He's got 16 bullets and no shirt at the moment. So in a bit of a rough spot. Draven Airtree looking like they're going to be pressing through this corridor here. And I have a feeling bullets are going to fly any second now. Dovlex will not have the bullets to kill 2 people, I don't think, after unleashing the bullets into the first. Drave going to be so close. He's the other side of the wall. Some Saint finds Ganja Mansa. John 41, Drave coming into this room now. And that's it. He's got no bullets. He has to leave. He can't leave. You can't leave. And unfortunately, Dovelex's 16 bullets are not enough to see him through here. All comes down now to the Hulk. John 41 is down as well. The Masters of Hacienda do appear to be Widgaff, but there is an opportunity for redemption. Can the Hulk do it? He cannot. Drave getting the final kill there, and that means that Widgaff will be able to claim themselves as kings and queens of Hacienda. Although, unfortunately, they do lose a Jinx in the process. Now, in Picardo, back in Picardo, I should say, PUBG Lebanon have lost a player. Redneck Randy has gone down to John Wick. That only leaves Jonesy 343. That's going to be back in Chumachera. PUBG Lebanon versus the God Squad, and the God Squad not having a good time at the moment. They managed to take one of their enemies down, but AMS 1995 successfully trading, looking for Zgon, spotting that he has actually come out to help his team. M16 from range, not going to connect, but he will be able to go the other side of this broken wall and potentially stop this revive from happening. That's exactly what's going to happen now. AMS can continue to move out. Never mind Goliath getting the headshots that the AMS doesn't even have to. And he's going to finish off God. Z-God goes down. I think there are still members of Squad 16 somewhere on the map. The God Squad? Maybe? Maybe not. I beg your pardon. All right. So they are all dead. We're down to 16 teams and 47 alive. AMS now starting to take damage from Sway Esports. They've spotted that that broken wall is awfully convenient for them to rush up on because there's no real cover unless they run 4 or 5 seconds behind them. So they're going to be pushing up right now. Anchep actually a little bit further back, probably bad, is going to be the closest of them. It looks like they're actually more interested in looting casinos, so maybe not too much of a serious push here. Less serious than I originally thought anyway. And they will allow them to get away and back into the comfort of that building. Probably bad now. Just continuing to loot. They know that there are at least 2 people in motel. And as long as they stay there, they probably don't mind too much for now. Oh me, oh my. Jonesy going to go ahead and grab himself an AUG. This is pretty useful considering he is the last player alive at the moment for Dream Team. Unfortunately, the ghillie suit is less useful on Miramar than it is on Erangel, but he will take it anyway. This circle, by the way, is south, but there's almost no water in it and it effectively covers half the map. So not too much in the way of problem. Tony Soprano 92, the northernmost player. He's in Torre Ahumada at the moment. This is the only member of the Mary Magdalene Appreciation Society. So we'll see how far he can get in this game. A couple of solos now going into game number 4. No further points of conflict, really, except for this Picardo problem that continues to persist at the moment. Anchep looking for people, spotting people. Burst fire from this range, slightly questionable. I think he swapped to single now. Looking for Goliath. AMS. Getting some return shots on him. Smoke grenades to try and stop AMS from having clear line of sight. Probably bad with the Car 98 iron sights now. Trying to sneak in between the corrugated boards to see if he can find his enemy. No such luck at the moment. Anchep has a vehicle. Is this going to bait the shots? Moving up towards Goliath now in the hotel. Hotel, motel. Holiday Inn. Whatever you want to call it. He is grouped up with AMS in the rear side. The truck is actually spotted. So they're not going to be driving it any closer. And it also means they don't necessarily want to go around that corner because they know the driver has been there recently. Oh, AMS peeking around the corner, spots Anchep. Great little tag onto AMS. Goliath now on the first floor. There is no way he'll be able to get an angle on that, unfortunately. The angle is simply too thin, even if you're not able to lean out windows in this game yet. Or not properly, anyway. When you can, that might be a different story. Network Nerd and Anchep. Not forgetting that Dan Meister and probably Bad are now coming in from the opposite way. Oh my goodness, straight into the lion's den. That's AMS down, and Goliath is left. He'll be able to instantly resurrect Dan Meister. And that makes this situation a 4v1. Poor Goliath. PUBG Lebanon not having the best time here in game number 4. Anchep looking for Goliath on the first floor. Oh, doesn't quite spot him. Anchep is seen. Network Nerd coming in. The tag team out will finish off Goliath. And team number 3, PUBG Lebanon, has been eliminated. Coming south of Cruz de Val now. Those are the Penguin Carriers. And they've had a fairly quiet start to the game so far. They could potentially, if they come... I mean, if they come via Minas, they could see another crate, but realistically, I don't think anyone's going to spot that. If Invin and co don't actually see that crate and they've gone past it, chances are no one's seen it. We'll see. Let's take a look at what inside this bad boy. A Mark 14. We're getting a lot of Mark 14s today, I have to say. Even I picked up a Mark 14 today, and I was playing earlier. So, the PUBG gods have smiled upon the Mark 14 and have said, you will be the chosen weapon, the weapon of the millions. Every pauper on the land will have one of you. Delicious gun. Widgaff now descending. Very, very close to the motel where Dan Meister, Network Nerd, and the rest of Sway Esports are gathering. The bullets have now started flying. Drave getting smacked. Headshot by Probably Bad, and I believe Probably Bad is on iron sights for his Car 98. So unless I get confirmation otherwise, I am going to... Oh, yes, I think it is. Oh, no, there is a scope on that. Oh, and we might never find out now because he has just been down. Airtree with an excellent shot there from inside the gas station. Dan Meister rushing in, almost getting Airtree. In truth, should probably have gotten that down. And Airtree running back now. Probably Bad does get finished off. The initial hit from the Car 98 was good. The follow-up, unfortunately, couldn't get the job done. And quite close to them as well are Team Phantom, who could end up coming up the back of this too. Airtree healing up behind that container. Oh, Dan Meister so close to Airtree. Those shots must surely have left them. How do you not notice that? Airtree with the double as well. Dan Meister and Network Nerd going down there. That is something else. I could have sworn Airtree was firing up on top of the mountain right next to both of them. The only explanation I have is if Dan Meister and Network Nerd both thought it was their teammate firing those shots and therefore didn't consider it was an enemy. That's the only explanation I've got at the moment for what happened there. Oh, man. Oh, man. So, unfortunately, Adchep is just going to have to move away now. I can't really see any other way he can attempt to win this fight. I think he just has to get safe. I mean, he's looking for opportunity. That's great, but he must know it's a 1v3 or 1v4 situation at this point. He doesn't really want to get involved here. Don't want to go out in 15th place if you have the opportunity to survive for longer. So I think that's going to be that for that engagement at the moment. I'm trying to think of where else. Maybe the squads coming out of Los Leones could be interesting. 6 and 18. Let's take a look. That's Team Toxic going up against, pardon me, Team Phantom. A little bit more central in the circle. Finnov and co. Very close to... oh, hang on a second. That's a third party if I've ever seen one. Badbury Squad 23 managed to take out Lucky Wings as well. So these guys really going for it, and Stifle is actually quite close to them as well, and definitely within sniping distance. Silent Ninja going to try and help his teammate. Okay. Doing that is worth 3 people for him, so it's definitely worth it. Team 18, I have to say, Team Phantom are just doing an incredible job of suppressing absolutely everyone. No one's really been able to contest them at this point. And those sniper rifles are absolutely terrifying to listen to. Catch It, Finn, Xylex. Chiming in now, Nikirminator. Getting the finish on to Dude Grace. The rest of the members of Toxic have managed to get revived. That was a good play by them. Silent Ninja going over, turning what would have been a one-person team into 3. Lockjet still with the iron sight. Look at you. Team Tsunami not afraid, that's for sure. If he gets downs from that position, some sick aim. I personally doubt it, though. Johnny Tsunami, far more likely. Kar98 with an 8 times. Seems legit. Still two different teams trying to take out Toxic at the moment. They have to move away from that position if they want to try and fight these guys 1v1. Which is all well and good, but the question they're going to be asking is, where do we move to from our position? And that's a little bit more difficult to answer, unfortunately. If you take a look at the map just a second, they could move further out towards the edge, but that's not ideal for when the zone pops around to them next. So probably north towards Power Grid, but they're going to spend at least 20 seconds in the sights of Team Phantom in order to get there. So maybe up on top and around this rock formation there and now. Catch it with an excellent frag from up above on to Lucky Wings, and then finishing off Silent Ninja and OK as well from the vehicle explosion. So I guess that answers that question. Catch it bought himself so much time. Great job by the team to flank around. Really excellent job there. And starting with that frag from up above, absolutely delightful. Now we have Team Zoo, very close to Tony Soprano. Doesn't look like they're going to see him just yet, but I suspect Falco has heard footsteps. And all four of the team members are now moving up into this compound. So definitely Danger Town for Tony Soprano. Moving out is a very sensible option. Through the stables and out the back door. Space Army still alive, just chilling on the edge of the zone, having a very lonely game. But given that he's currently playing as a solo, I would say that is not a bad thing at all right now. Got M16 with a 3 times. Very happy for the circle to become much smaller. Doesn't want to get taken out by a sniper. Would much prefer a medium range gunfight that suits the gun and scope he currently has. Tony Soprano continuing to look out of the bell tower. I have to say, no fear at all. You hear someone coming? Great. Where are they? Let me at them. I can respect that. Good trait to have, unless you know, all die. But otherwise, it's a great trait to have. We also, well, I'd say in about maybe a minute, so not now. We might even have the Dream Team rock up on them as well, which could be a little bit dangerous. We will see. Picardo relatively empty now, but it is going to be the venue for the next circle. Fairly donut. There goes Tony Soprano, 92. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the Marilyn Manson Appreciation Society out of the game and indeed out of the series now, as this is our final game of the end of month tournament, or end of season tournament, I should say. We joined Babris and the rest of Team Tsunami. The classic iron sight sniping. They go up against Team 18. Johnny Tsunami getting his health taken quite considerably there. I'm surprised Team Phantom are still in the same position, to be honest. Finnov getting the headshot onto Lockjacked. Both of these guys could just be moving elsewhere and not caring about each other. I don't really understand this trading unless they think they can get a squad wipe. It's not necessarily going to do either of them any good. Stifle now. Creeping up as a solo. Spots Xylex, goes, hang on a second, do I actually want to deal with that? Not 100% sure. Oh dear, he gets a couple of bullets chucked his way from elsewhere. And Catch It will finish him off before Xylex even needs to. Great snipe, by the way. Catch It's actually having a really good game. You know, Space Army's also having a really good game, but also a really boring game. He is very happy to play reconnaissance, play the scout. And look for positions where he can sneak into undetected. The Noobsters are now also moving into zone. South side, still outside of the next white zone, but it looks like they will be slotting in between Space Army and Team Baboons. 2 chicken dinners already for the Baboons. They are top of the leaderboard. A solid showing here will simply confirm that they will be winning the season end tournament. And it looks like there's another Falco playing for the Baboons as well. Not ex-Falco, who we know is a PUBG Reddit regular, but a new Falco as well. So maybe a Team Falco in the making there. We welcome all new Falcos. Tadashi for TDT. Looking for an opportunity of a sneaky headshot onto Team Zoo. Won't find one yet, but if he's patient, he might get one. Never mind. Duck. Headshot onto the Pie Nibbler from downtown. That is their response. The Zoo definitely know that they're there. Oh my god, Duck. What is going on? That is 2 headshots with the Kar 98, almost making it a third as well. Duck is absolutely relentless. Not really sure how many of these he's likely to get, but that was 2 headshots in a row. Really bought his team a lot of breathing room and really sucked a lot of the meds out of TDT. They're going to be thinking twice now about potentially running, and even if they are a full squad of 4. Everybody now back up. 30 seconds until the next blue zone starts to collapse in. Here we have the other Falco. Jay Wick performing some rather interesting off-road driving. And they're off. Entire team in 2 trucks. That's it. Sayonara. Team Zoo are out. Driving straight past the Noobsters. Doesn't look like they're going to be engaging. And again, relatively safe edge of circle position here. Katie taking out Jonesy. That is team number 8 eliminated. There we go for the Dream Team. That's in the blue as well. Unfortunately, we have the Penguin Carriers gatekeeping that position. And the next circle still with Picardo in it. I have to say, Widgaff going into the collection of small houses early might actually pay off for them at this point. Team Phantom are also in a great position in the northwest edge of the next circle. We've got an M249 and a settings menu in that crate. It looks like Finnov will take at least one of those. Or did he actually leave that alone? He might have even left that alone. Space Army now, thinking he was alone in this compound. He's going to have to... Wait, that was 1v3. Is he really going to make a 1v4? Oh my god! Space Army 73. Who even needs a squad? Hats off to you, sir. Spend the whole game just chilling out, all alone, side of the mountain, not wanting to deal with squads. Oh, fine, I'll deal with a squad then. 1v4 makes it look easy. Space Army 73. Well played, sir. Moving into Picardo now. A lot of teams trying to grab this real estate. Some St. Drave and Airtree still alive. This is Widgaff. Team Tsunami rocking up on their position. A lot of teams trying to get into a building of some sort. Let's hope they don't choose this high-rise because that could be trouble. Lockjacked opting for the 2-story next door. I would say that's a wise decision overall. Tori still trying to sneak in. A couple of knocks from this window here. Doesn't look like he will get it. Getting shot from elsewhere, though. I think that might have been Squad 18 Team Phantom. Yeah, that's it. Over on top of the... Oh, no. Behind you. Ah! Let me see. Where were we? Maybe Squad 9? I'm not sure. No, it is Squad 18. I reckon it was Finnov or Catchit that hit him there. Wasn't expecting it. Aiming for a different squad. Finn just taking names left, right, and center. When Dog fell to her death. That's interesting. Not gonna lie. But finished by Tapuntik. And Falco number 2 and Falco number 1 are now locked in battle. This is, of course, Team Baboons versus the Zoo. Tapuntik, though, is going to ruin everyone's fun by downing Falco before fake Falco. No, not fake Falco. Alternate Falco. Falco 2.0. Is Falco 2.0 better than Falco 1.0? I don't know. It's like, which Terminator is the best? I'm not sure, man. What we do know is that XO Falco on Team Zoo is now out, and we only have Duck left. And Duck opting not to heal until very, very close to crunch time. Still very far in the blue. Needs to think of a creative way in, to say the least. It's also only 1 minute until the next zone. He's waiting for Team Baboons to leave, but then there's going to be an awful lot of running for Duck as well. He's going to waddle his way into zone. We're going to try to. I'm not even sure if he has enough meds to do that. He's already used 2 of his first aids, just saying where he currently is. Matt tracks in the meantime. That is TDT getting a shot off onto Widgaff, who held that strong position in Picardo previously. You are now watching the Penguin carriers trying to evade fire as they get into this lovely little small hill, which will provide them with cover from Picardo proper. Catch it looking out in their direction. Has the potential to be third-partied by Team Grinder, who are still alive and well and doing very, very nicely in this game. Zylex spots someone round the corner. Zylex takes the shot, and it's a headshot onto Katie. Absolutely brutal from Zylex there. And from Penguin, instant smoke grenade to try and revive Katie. Zylex will have to find his headshots elsewhere, at least for now. Ronnie Craig going out of the building, realizing that's a bad idea, and at least gets downed, but is in a position where he might be revivable. That was from Falco from way across the way. But I have a feeling most of the damage was actually done by Airtree and Co., who are currently in the casino. Wow. Penguin carriers. Oh, Barnet Boy going down there, but Penguin carriers are in an excellent position for the next circle, where everyone basically has to go out of Picardo into them. Now, this is a great reason why, when the circle centers on an urban area and it's only half in, half out, it's a big gamble to stay in, because now these teams, they basically have to move in order if you don't want anyone getting shot when they come out. You need the team closest to the Penguin carriers to leave first, and then the team behind them, and then the team behind them. Otherwise, you end up playing a game of leapfrog, and playing a game of leapfrog in PUBG with people with guns who want to kill each other is generally a bad idea. So we're going to see Sway Esports. We're going to see TDT. We've got Widgaff in here as well, all fighting each other. Duck from the Zoo, looking for a way to avoid TDT. He's got another team out front as well. He literally has teams in the front and the back. And unfortunately, Soup King is going to get that kill with the frag grenade. And that is teams 13 and 23. That's TDT and Team Tsunami basically waltzing into the same building with Duck caught in the middle. This is what happens when the circles are like this, ladies and gentlemen. This is brutal. This is why being outside isn't always a bad thing. And actually, Space Army is one of the people who was out in the open, but he's about to run into Team Baboons, and unfortunately it is a 1v4. Space Army tries to down a small child is technically what happened, but a small child successfully got him instead. Falco behind the rock. That zone is going to chunk. I don't think Falco is going to be able to survive that. Isotopop, in the meantime, is down as well. We have Penguin carriers with an awful lot of work to do to get back into this game. Team 13 eliminated. There goes TDT. And oh no, that's Team 5 as well. Widgaff all down. This blue zone is absolutely brutal, and this is why, guys, it's so difficult when you leave an urban compound late. What do you do when there are this many teams about? So there are only 4 teams left. We wiped more than half the remaining teams in that movement alone. Let's take a look at who's left. The Penguin Carriers, Team 2. We have Team Baboons, who are Team 4. We have Team Grinder, who are Team 9, and we have Catch It from Team Phantom, who are Team 18. But Team 9 has just been eliminated. There goes Team Grinder, eliminated by the Baboons, who have had such a strong showing today. Ooh, Ronnie Cray managing to get Xylex. I think that was finally killed. To Puntic, trying his luck. Won't get anywhere at the moment. His teammate, Child, is coming up. Wow, might not actually need him. Katie and Penguin go down very, very quickly indeed. Soda is the only person that's left, and she goes down to Small Child. Very well played by Team Baboons. They win 3 out of 4 of the games played today. Such a strong showing from them. And that is 9 kills in game number 4. You would think that's strong, but actually by their standards, they've had a game or two where they are comfortably higher than that as well. Extremely well played and definitely deserving winners of the end of season tournament. Congratulations to them. No one needs to do any calculations to work out that that is what happened. Commiserations to the Penguin Carriers, who are in such a strong position on the leaderboard as well, but might have to settle for second place. And in this particular game, we have Catch It, Finnov, and Co. Team Phantom rounding up in 3rd place. They have 7 kills between them. Again, a really nice effort. Can we please also have a special mention in 8th place for Space Army 73? Those 4 kills were a 1v4 squad wipe. Sir, I tip my hat to you. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have the finalized scores now for you. As predicted, Team Baboons with 1,455 points and 39 kills take home the amazing first prize of pretty much passes for everyone on the team, I think it is, in 1st place. They won chicken dinners in the 1st, 2nd, and 4th games, an absolute stomping from them. In 2nd place, we have Team Grinder, very close behind with 34 kills, but with 970 points. And hot on their heels, doing very well from a positional point of view, are Team Phantom, who had 23 kills and 920 points. Just losing out on the top 3 are the Penguin Carriers, who by 15 points got pushed into 4th place, with Wid Gaff immediately behind them. In 6th place, we had Team Zoo. TDT finished 7th. Sway Esports were 8th. The Noobsters were a commendable 9th. I should point out, by the way, that 1 kill and being able to sneak into 9th place like that really shows that their positioning was pretty decent. And Order 66 round out our top 10.